Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. I wanted to cover with you today 2 tools that you can use in order to work on your balance. But first of all, let's just dive a little bit into what it can mean. I found in my own practice and also in the practice of the people I work with that ultimately what happens on the mat is a really good reflection of what happens outside of the mat. Therefore, when we're struggling with balance in our yoga poses, this might also mean that there's something to work on outside of the mat in terms of finding the balance, finding our ground, and maybe simply being more grounded in what we want and who we want to be. But going back to the yoga poses, there's 2 things that you want to use when you practice balancing position. First of all is knowing how to balance. So I'll just cover a really basic one when we do all balancing position on the feet, and then in another video, I'll talk about handstands. I'll also use a lot the hands and see how we can use the hands in order to find balance. But for this video, I want just to focus on how we can balance on our feet. So there's 3 main points. If you were to look at your feet, you want to press down through those 2 balls of the feet and the back of your feet. And these basically are your grounding points. So if you were to ground down, lifting your toes, lift your toes and press down, you really feel like there's 3 balls that are pressing down. And this is what you want to focus on whenever you go into balancing position, then releasing the toes down, which adds for another bit of a support. The other thing that I find a lot in balancing position is that people tend to completely lengthen, engage their leg, but this really doesn't help us. If you were to micro bend your knees, I actually have much more support in my balance position with my knee bend. So you want to give a go with bending your knees and then consciously pressing down with the 3 balls of your feet in order to find your balance. And then know as well that if you happen to work on your balance on your mat in your yoga asanas, this also might have a ripple effect on how you find your balance outside of your yoga mat. So give it a go, let us know how you go. And if you do like this content, feel free to subscribe to this channel and tune in into more on our links in the description box. My name is Ilo from Play Pose V and I'm super happy to be with you today.